Granby High School senior Nora Wilkerson has been nominated as one of 5 finalists to represent Virginia in the U.S. Presidential Scholars Program in the area of career and technical education.
I feel super excited, and I am so honored to have been nominated for such a prestigious position as a student. And yeah, I'm just super happy to have this opportunity to display who I am and what I stand for and what my passions are. I dedicate my time as the CEO of Girls in Engineering, which is now known as Girls in STEM. On top of that, I've been participating in other STEM activities outside of school. A few of those were funded by the Virginia Space Grant Consortium, and 2 of them happened to be the Pathways Flight Academy and the VASTS program, which is the Virginia Aerospace Science and Technology Scholars Program. So they were very conducive in me understanding what I want to do in the world and how I'm going to pursue my passions.
Throughout the years, as you teach, you occasionally run into these students that validate why you became a teacher. Nora's that kind of student. Her grasp of new concepts, her ability to apply it and adapt, and then the competitions that she was a part of, the design process is iterative. It's not going to be a one and done, and she understood that from the beginning, and she understands that about learning.
I'm a hands-on person, and on top of that, being in Girls in Engineering, being surrounded by girls and like being empowered in that way to do what I like to do is just something fun. It's just a good environment to be in, and there's always something to learn. There's always someone to learn from and to teach, and there's huge inspiration in the community and a huge motivation to innovate the future. And I want to be a part of that, and I love it so much.
We're very excited. This is not our first nomination going to the state, but this is the first time in 4 years that we've been able to move to the next level. So to be one of 5 nominated out of all the school divisions in the state, this is a good thing for Norfolk Public Schools, but most importantly, it's not about us, it's about the children. It shows them that they can do it too.
After high school, I want to pursue a career in aviation and in aerospace engineering. That's what I've always wanted to do, and it is what I will do. Granted, there's a long road ahead of me, but you know, this nomination is one of the best steps I could have taken to getting to where I want to go.
I don't see her not reaching her goals. I think that she has the kind of grit and determination that if she makes up her mind she's going to do something, then she's not going to stop. She's going to be relentless until she achieves her goals. I couldn't think of a better student for the nomination than her, and I'm wishing her all the best and super excited to see how it all plays out. But regardless of what the outcome of it is, I know she's going to do amazing things with her life.
Nora's nomination is truly big for us because in the field of STEM, women are underrepresented. So to have a young lady to come in and move forward in the field of aviation as well as engineering is a huge win for others who come behind her.
I do feel like it's meaningful to have an image out there for people to see and be inspired by, and being that person is certainly something that I love, and hope that I can get the message out to other people and other women, other young girls, that they can do exactly what they want to do and follow in my footsteps.
Legislators, along with NPS administrators and the school board, got together for an annual event.
Today we had our Bring Your Legislative School Day, and though it was in a different context, being totally virtual, I think that it was a great opportunity for us to engage and to be able to bring legislators, policymakers, both at the local, state, and the federal together to be able to have a conversation, but also to experience what some of our students and our teachers are going through on a daily basis in a virtual environment.
Students and teachers were able to talk to the legislators about a variety of subjects.
Well, we tried to look at using it as an advantage to have our students have the ability to talk to a legislator. So we really wanted the students to be able to ask them questions about their specific role, about the election process. I think overall we wanted our students to have the opportunity to have some speaking time with elected officials and our board members, and I think they came well prepared for the challenge.
A forum like this keeps the dialogue going.
We just had a whole plethora of different topics that really, at the end of the day, put focus back on the school division, back into the classroom, and how we provide the instruction and a safe learning environment, and how we also prepare our students to be successful for the future.
Booker T. Washington's football team received a boost in the form of a $10,000 grant from the NFL Foundation. To help present the check was Superintendent Dr. Sharon Birdsong and Pro Football Hall of Famer and Booker T. alumnus Bruce Smith.
It is an honor and such a pleasure to be able to give back, and in partnership with the NFL that has numerous different programs that gives back to the underserved community. I am grateful and thankful that we're able to bring this gift to the table.
We are truly excited about receiving the check for $10,000 from the NFL Foundation. And I must give credit to my athletic director, Ms. Robin Williams. She is the one who completed the application for the grant. She has seen a need for how we can continue to support our athletic programs, and there was a need to support our football program. Hence, Ms. Williams completed the grant, and we were awarded the $10,000 grant. So we are looking forward to how we can continually provide supports to our athletic program.
This is the latest example of Booker T alumni giving back.
It's former athletes such as Bruce Smith, James Church, that blesses us every year with something for our kids. I'm grateful to have that type of support with our athletics program. And it's good for the kids to see those that have been successful, that walk the halls that they walk, and that gives them motivation so they can go out and do the same thing.
Fifth graders in Norfolk Public Schools celebrated STEM throughout the week in early December, thanks to special activities brought to them by our partners at Naval Station Norfolk. In a normal year, these students would be welcomed onto the naval base to experience STEM firsthand. But even in these unprecedented times, the Navy was still able to provide videos and materials to enable students to learn more about STEM virtually.
Our motivation really is to spark an interest or maybe fan the flames of those that are already interested in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics with a strategic look to the future. We need our young ladies and gentlemen to be the best and brightest when they graduate out of high school, and we need them to consider maybe joining the military.
Throughout the week, students were able to learn about a variety of STEM topics, including light refraction, sea level rise, and the naval base's economic impact on the community.
What I enjoyed most was when we had to guess what the graph would look like in a few more years. I really was predicting that it would go up because it went down pretty much. So I was predicting it'd go back up.
I like how we learned that different colors, they can be made out of certain other colors, and we don't see them, and we could interact with that part of the project.
I enjoyed how we could see the past days and the present days, that the water was increasing and the land was decreasing.
I think they really enjoyed, especially the light spectrum glasses and the other videos. I really think when they're able to see things happen and experience those and engage, take a part in them, really science comes alive, and they begin to connect with the content and connect with science.
I think they need to see that science is more than what we're just doing in the classroom. I think they need to understand that it applies to not just scientific jobs, but all sorts of jobs all around us. And that if they can learn all they can have all sorts of interesting career options.
For all the hard work and dedication given to the students and parents of James Monroe Elementary, Principal Dr. Julia James surprised her teachers and staff with turkeys for the Thanksgiving holiday. The Associated General Contractors Tidewater District teamed up with BJ's Wholesale Club and the Virginia Builds Organization to provide 65 turkeys for the James Monroe Eagles staff.
We didn't think it was going to be as bad as we thought when we saw the balloons. And we saw our principal, that's the best, dancing with turkeys. She's awesome.
You know, their jobs are hard enough as it is, you know, and going through this pandemic that we're going through makes their job even harder. So this is just, for us, it was just really important just to take a moment just to say thank you for everything they've done.
They had no idea, so they're super surprised. We had a few teachers that were crying because they're just so happy that we were able to gift them with a turkey this Thanksgiving holiday.